I'm feeling a tad bit better. I'm not quite as snotty as I was the last time I did a commentary. But I'm doing a commentary here of something that we ran the other night on MRC, and it's thanks to Faithless Emo, who set this up. So thanks very much, Tino. This is the Northern Isle 200, which is basically the fastest driver who can turn left, is what this is. So adds to this also, I'm hoping you can hear me because I'm testing out a new headset that I've got. I've got this headset to review as I'm talking. I'm just logging into my Facebook page just to see if I can hear myself. Because hopefully I'm not going to spend the next 45 minutes just talking to myself and no one can hear me. So if you can hear me in the background, yes, I can hear myself on my Facebook channel. That's excellent. Right, so this is basically is Indy cars going left round the Northern Isle Speedway. I'll run you through the. I'll turn my volume down. Going left around a oval racetrack. I'll run you through how we qualified because it was a qualifying session. In first place we have Jimbo, who got there first. Second, Shadow Hunter. Oh, just pause it. Third is Dan. Why is it not going to Dan? There we go. Fourth is Berger. Fifth is Himcar. Oh, I need to write that name down. The reason I say I need to write that name down is because I'm also trying to track how many pit stops people made during this race, because pit stops will play a key part in how this will finish, how this race will turn out. There was tyre wear on, and there was also fuel wear. So we had a range of tyres from softs to hards. So anyway, Blackie is in 6th place. It's not going to him. Myself, Beserker in 7th. The Hammer Games in 8th. Appa. Here we go, is it going to take it this way? Appa in 9th, and Faith has decided to come back here in 10th. So I've written everyone's names down, and I'm going to keep an eye on how many pit stops people make. We'll go to Jimbo up front and start the race. So here we go, turning left for the very first time in the inaugural MRC Northern Isle Speedway 200. It's going to go to this. Yeah, it's a great shot here. So it's got Jimbo here's on racing softs, and we're away. Everyone's off fairly cleanly. Shadow Hunter, Dan. Let's go on board here with Berger, who's chasing Himcar as we go into the first set of corners. Sparks flying there from Himcar. Berger's trying to go out the inside here to try and take his first place, and he gets a place there. In the meantime, just up front, Jimbo's being harassed now by Shadow. This is going to be hard work coming down this. I'm not sure if the sparks flying because they've got heavy fuel load. I mean, you keep just to see whether when the fuel loads go down, do they stop sparking like that. So everyone seems to have got through the first few laps. Okay, we're on lap 4 already. Shadow looking up the inside of Jimbo. Can't quite make it work. And again, trying to find a nice, clean way to get past these people is difficult. Penalty systems are on, and I know it causes a few issues during the race. Like someone back here is off. Who was that back here? Oh, here we go. We've got Hammer Games going up the inside of Beserker-Boy in the Lotus. Berserker in the Lotus inspired F1 looking cars coming around the outside. Is he going to get underneath the Hammer Games? Yes, he does. Faithless up there. He's got back from 10th up to 5th already. Berserker's drifted a bit too wide, so the Hammer Games just undercut him again. So it's all happening as we thought it would do here at the Northern Isle Speedway, following each other around and around. You can see there, Blackie's. Oh, Berserker's just picked up a 1.5 second penalty. Smashing into the wall. Blackie was right behind him. So let's go back up to Berger's the one who came off. Berger, who was in 5th place. Okay, so Jimbo. Where's Shadow? There's Jimbo's pulled out a bit of a lead. And Berger there is now has already been lapped, and we're only on lap 10. Though it's a 13 second lap. As you can see here, Shadow's doing 12 second laps. So the guy up front. He's also doing 12.3 second lap. Here comes Jimbo. Shadow Hunters. No, here we go. Dan has caught up to Shadow Hunter. Faithless Emo's up to 4th place now. Hammer Games 5th. Himcar 6th. Blackie 7th. Berserker 8th. He's got a lot of penalties now. Appa 9 smashes the wall again. Might get another penalty for that. Berger's back here in 10th place. So we're waiting for the first set of pit stops to happen. As you can see there, we're on board here with Jimbo. His front right with his racing softs already worn out quite a lot. Oh, there's a mass of cars here. This is going to be interesting to see how people get through all of this. So Jimbo's already coming to lap up to 8th place. Oh, Appa and... Oh, just go back. Let's just rewind that back. Pause that. Go to Appa and him. Oh, Berserker's in the pits already. So there's first pit stop there for Berserker, but in the meantime we just watch what happened here with Appa. Oh, he gets a nice, gets through there. Oh, someone caught him. Let's just go back again. So Appa gets through. Not 7. Oh, he's all over the place though. He's lagging terribly, I have to say. Comes around this corner here. What happened? Here we go. Himcar hits Blackie. Appa hits Himcar. Appa lags all the way through Himcar and just, oh dear, that's obviously a technical issue there for Appa. So Berserker's gone into the pits. Coming out now. Here we are on board with Berserker. Berger is now back into 10th place. So back up front, here we go. We're just going to be a nightmare to try and keep an eye on what's going on. I might miss the pit stops of the cars lower down. Oh, Berserker spun it up and now facing backwards. Oh, disaster for Berserker. He's in last place on lap 14. Looks like he's last by quite a way. Anyway, so how long is Jimbo excuse me, going to stay out on this set of racing soft tyres? Dan, let's have a look at his tyres. Dan's tyres are in a little bit of a worse state than Jimbo's. You can see there, down the bottom right. Right, so here we go. Oh, Berserker's racing on. So here we go. Jimbo racing softs about halfway down. Dan's, his front right is way down. Oh, here he comes. Dan's coming into the pits. So Dan coming into the pits now. He's going to stay on board of his pit group. Just dropping him down to 5th place. Obviously, such a short lap time. You could lose a lot of places just by pitting. As you can see, Dan went down to 8th, but he's now got to scrub off his penalty and then come back out onto the circuit. So Dan's the first of the lead runners to come in. Is anyone else pitted? No. Oh, Shadow's now into the pits. And he's got 3 seconds of penalties to scrub off as he comes out here. We're going to just stay on the apron down to the bottom left of the track to scrub that penalty off. As you can see, he's doing it really well. Good driving there by Shadow. So Shadow has now come back out into 6th place as he put, and he's still put racing softs on. So Jimbo, lead driver here, is now cruising out in front, still doing 12.6 lap times on racing softs tyres. His fuel light is fuel gauge is telling me he needs to come in. Anyone else pitted? No. Faithless Emo's undertook Jimbo. Let's go back to that. So he's so Faithless. Oh no, he undertook Beserker-Boy. Sorry about that. There's Jimbo. Looking at the map up top, right, someone's just gone around on the inside. Here we go. Jimbo's coming into the pits now. Finally. Jimbo into the pits. So Faithless Emo has now taken the lead. Here we are on board with Faithless Emo. He's got 3 seconds of penalties and his fuel gauge telling him to come into the pits. Here he comes. Faithless is now into the pits for his first pit stop. Jimbo's still in the pits. What's going on with Jimbo? Why is Jimbo still in the pits? Oh, he's finally coming out. Maybe it's the fuel. Shadow is now into the pits for the 2nd time. is Shadow into the pits. Here we are, Shadow into the pits. Not sure what Shadow's doing. Faithless still here. There we go. Faithless now from that's out of the pits. He's dropped down to 7th place. Shadow's back down to 9th. Not sure why Shadow's come back in. That's Shadow's 2nd pit stop. So that just means now, after all of these pit stops, the Hammer Games is in the lead with a 3.5 second penalty. Someone's just come into the pits now. Who was that? That was Appa is into the pits for his first pit stop. Beserker-Boy still in last place. So now Himcar's coming to the pits. Now Blackie, here we are. The race leader now is Blackie. Are you keeping up with this? Because I'm following this, everyone. Glad you are. Beserker now up to 9th. But Blackie is in 1st place with 6 seconds worth of penalties. Berger's now into the pits. He's putting mediums on. Is anyone else coming to the pits? Look like the Hammer Games. No, Berger, someone's coming to the pits. Himcar's just cruising around there at the bottom. Not sure what's going on. So Blackie finally into the pits. Sorry about the chop and change and trying to keep hold of everything. Pretty sure I saw the Hammer Games coming to the pit as well. It's been downset. So far Shadow has come in twice. And now it's just allowed the American Jimbo on Racing Softs to get back into lead after the first set of pit stops. We are now 37 laps in to the race. It's difficult to tell how much of a lead. Jimbo, if you look up there, Jimbo's just gone past the start-finish straight, and Elmo's just coming around now, who's in 2nd place. Just want to check also. Hammer came in. So everyone's had their first set of pit stops. Let's go through the field as we are after the first pit stops. Jimbo's still out here in 1st place. Faithless Emo's in 2nd. Dan is in 3rd. Shadow Hunter, who's pitted twice, is in 4th place. He obviously made it. He's got pitted 1 lap straight after the other. Oh, Dan Glit is back into the pits for his 2nd pit stop. Not sure. Oh, he's racing softs. He obviously just did the fuel last time. So the Hammer Games is now 4th. Beserker's gone from last to 5th. He's on racing hard tyres with 4 second penalties. Now down to 6th. Himcar 7th. Blackie's down to 8th. Appa's 9th. Berger is 10th. Right, it's time while we have a few laps here with Jimbo. It's time for me to have a drink to make because my voice is starting to go already. Jimbo expertly making his way through the field now. The American, probably the favourite for this racing. He's probably done a lot of IndyCar racing at some point online, one way or another. Desperately trying to find his way past Himcar. He's taking his time, I have to say. And his racing soft front right is already worn down to our 3rd. I think the only person who's not on racing softs would be, let's have a look, is Beserker-Boy in 6th place. Oh, Shadow Hunter is into the pits. That's his 3rd pit stop already. Shadow's into the... Where is Shadow? Here we are. On board again with Shadow. He's obviously having some sort of issue here. Maybe he's not putting enough fuel in or something. But that's his 3rd pit stop already. Strange tactics there. He's changed his tyres again. He's now he's full of fuel. Berger's also on racing hard, so there's only a couple of drivers who are not on racing softs. Oh, who's that got damage? Himcar's got damage on the front right of his car there as well, which is going to slow him up. So it's difficult to keep on track of. I do appreciate that, but just trying to keep a brief eye on everyone because there's not a lot. As Jimbo, the race leader. Excuse me. This leader expertly just gets underneath Beserker there, but now Beserker's being harassed by Himcar. That's for position. Himcar has got underneath Beserker. Great move by Himcar. Beserker's just following. Here we are on board with Beserker. He's got 6 seconds worth of penalties. penalty system's ruining. Oh, gets a nice little nudge there from Blackie. Now Faithless Emo goes underneath Beserker here. So is that the distance between first and second? And they literally just, yeah, Faithless is caught right back up to Jimbo. So although Jimbo's had the lead for the most of this race, Faithless Emo is certainly keeping tabs on him by just you can see that 1-2 seconds behind. 54 laps, a quarter of the way through the race. Berger's into the pits, Beserker's into the pits, so that's Beserker's second pit stop, and that is Berger's second pit stop too. On board with the Berger. He's gone on to racing. Has he gone on to racing softs? Yes, he has. Beserker there in the John Player Special Lotus, and Senna inspired. He's not changed his tyres, it's just gone through a fuel stop now, scrubbing off that 8 seconds worth of penalties, and he's going to take him surely all the way down to last place. He scrubs off, still scrubbing off, not quite in last place. It's 9th place for Beserker with all these penalties. There's Power Berger not far behind. So melee up front, we've got the race leader Jimbo trying to find a way now past Appa, with Faithless Emo right behind him still. Here we are, and Appa's now into the pits. Dan's into the pits. That's Appa's second, Dan's third pit stop. Anyone else into the pits? No. So Jimbo's now come back into the pits. That is Jimbo's second pit stop. This is surely Faithless will take the lead. Oh, but look at Faithless's front right tyres down to like the hubs, and he's coming into the pits. So Faithless is also into the pits. And the Hammer Games is now in the lead. Hammer Games quietly getting it done. Obviously a West Ham supporter trying to follow what's going on. Looks like Jimbo's gone on to mediums and Faithless Emo's gone on to softs. But that pit stop has put Jimbo into second, but Faithless is back to 6th. In the meantime though, the West Ham supporter, the Hammer Games, cruising around now in first place. Not sure how far ahead he is of everyone. Berger's back into the pits. It's Power Berger, that's his third stop. Here's Jimbo. Is Jimbo going to undercut for the lead? Yes, he does. Jimbo gets back into the lead on racing mediums. He's now on. He's gone for a little bit of a longer stint now on racing mediums as Jimbo. Hammer Games there in second. He's going to have to pit very soon. His front right is getting dangerously low on grip. Dan is close behind on third, so Dan is caught back up. What's happened to Faithless? Why has Faithless dropped so far back? Surprised that Faithless was more like a bit further back than I thought. But Dan's got past the Hammer Games as well now, so Dan is now in second place. Jimbo up front. Right, while we have a quick break, I need to blow my nose. Eventually, my flu will eventually go. I keep flicking up and down just to check, make sure people are pitting. Here we go. So Himcar, that's actually only his second pit stop. Himcar is into the pit. So Dan's gone into the lead. We missed that. Let's just quickly go back. I didn't realise that. Here we go. Dan has caught up to Jimbo and he's got past him. Great move there by Dan. He's undercut Jimbo. That's for position. Dan is now into the lead. What's his tyre situation like? He's got racing softs, and Jimbo's on racing medium. So Dan has made that work, but he's coming up. Dan has got a whole melee of cars in front. He's got Beserker in front of him. So Black is now into the pits as well. So there's another. That's Black. Only Black is second pit stop. There he goes. There's the race leader in front. Well, we're on board with Jimbo. Here's Dan looking back at Jimbo, close behind. This is for position. We're 71 laps into the race. Oh, and Jimbo, Dan gets it. I want to be wrong. It just allows Jimbo to get cruised past. And Anyone else into the pits? No. So Jimbo, after that mistake by Dan, who smashed into the barriers. Oh, there's a whole melee of people here. Dan slowing, getting rid of his penalties. He's got damage on that front right. That could have ruined his race quite significantly there. Struggling to... He's coming into the pits now. So here's Dan back into the pits. This is Dan's 4th pit stop, and we're only on lap 73, which now just means Jimbo is back into the lead with the Hammer Games, who's also now coming into the pits. So the Hammer, that's only the Hammer's 2nd pit stop. The Hammer is now back into the pits. It's just allowed Faithless Emo now to get up to 2nd place, and Jimbo is almost a lap ahead of Faithless. Just see if any of the lower drivers have put in. You can't see if him. I keep flicking because I want to see if the guys lower are pitting or not. But in the meantime, Racing Medium's gone for a longer stint as Jimbo. His fuel's down to half. His Racing Medium tyre on the front right is down to half. So Appa's now into the pits as well. Have I missed an extra pit stop by Shadow? I think I might have done. There's another pit stop by Shadow. No, I'll leave it at 3. So Shadow's been into 3 pit stops. Anyone else? Nope. Actually, no, let's put it down. So that's Shadow's 4th pit stop, I believe. In the meantime, here we are, the race leader, Racing Mediums, down to nearly half of his front right. Faithless Emo is in 2nd. I don't know if he's literally only... So here we are with Faithless Emo. Is that... I can't tell if that difference on that bit of track here, that's the race leader in front. So Faithless is on lap 81, just hit the barrier. Jimbo is on lap 83, so no, he's a lap down. So that's not for position. Even if Faithless gets in front of Jimbo here, even with 6 seconds of penalty, he still wouldn't take the lead. So there's a lap behind at the moment. So we run through the field. There's a little bit of a lull going on. On board here now with Jimbo in 1st place, lap 85. Faithless in 2nd place on lap 84. Dan is on lap 84 in 3rd. The Hammer is on lap 83 in 4th. Blackie is on lap 83 in 5th. Shadow, he must have done an extra pit stop, is here on lap 83 in 6th. Himcar lap 83 7th. Beserker lap 82 in 8th, Berger lap 82 in 9th, and Appa lap 82 10th. So there's a difference of 6 laps between 1st and last at the moment. Jimbo's putting in an extra long stint here, which might have just pulled him away by a lap or so extra, kept him out of trouble from Faithless Emo in 2nd. Let's see what's going on a little bit in the mid sort of field. Dan's back up to 3rd. Hammer 4th. He's got on board with Blackie here, 5th place. He's on lap 87, and he's on the same lap as Shadow Hunter, who's just smashed the barrier in 6th. And they were between the two of them, there's only like 2, you can see on the top right there. Blackie is now the start finish straight now, and there is Shadow start finish straight now, and they're both smashing, but him and Dan are both smashing the barriers, so Dan and Shadow losing time here. So Jimbo's into the pits. Faithless is into the pits. That is Jimbo's 3rd pit stop, and that is Faithless's 3rd pit stop as well. Anyone else coming into the pits? So now Dan has got back into the lead. Where's Dan? Sorry about flicking about. There we are, there's Dan. His tyre situation, well, he needs fuel. He's going to have to come into the pits either this lap or the next one. Pretty sure that's going to mean Jimbo's going to go back into the game, into the lead. So everyone's now out the pits. Here comes Dan into the pits as we thought. This is Dan's 5th pit stop. 5th pit stop on lap 94. Sure, and yeah, Jimbo's already got past. The Shadow's back into the pits for his 5th pit stop. Racing softs, I must have pitted, didn't notice. Damn. So now Jimbo's in the lead on lap 96. Dan is now a lap behind on lap 95. Hammer's on lap 95. This does need to pit for a while. Blackie, this melee of cars back here on lap 95, smashes the barrier. Faithless to lap 95, he's back to 5th place. Himcar 6th place. Beserker's up to 7th. I think he must have had a pit stop that I didn't catch. So I've had 3 pit stops. Shadow Hunter is now down to 8th on his 5th pit stop. Appa was lagging terribly. I remember it was quite difficult to find a way past Appa because of the lagging. He's in 9th. Berger back here in 10th on lap 94. So the 6 laps between the first and last place. Blue flag's out, which is quite ironic that the blue flag would be out for the entire circuit for a lot of these drivers. So here we are. Jimbo has he's done 3 pit stops. Dan in 2nd place, and he's a lap behind Jimbo. Hammer Games is close behind Dan. He's a quarter of a lap. Is the Hammer Games. Faithless again has dropped off quite a bit here. Blackie's having a nice quiet race. He's managing to keep it into the midfield sort of area. Beserker's up to 7th after being last for quite a long time. There's Faithless in 5th place, looking at Beserker. Incar 6. Beserker is JPS Special 7th. Shadow, who has now had 5 pit stops, in 8th. Appa, who's had 3 in 9th. Berger in 10th. Looks like Berger must be coming to a pit anytime soon. Well, it looks like someone's coming into the pits. That's Blackie into the pits. That's his 3rd pit stop. I would say try and find the action, but there's a lot of action going everywhere. So Blackie's into the pits. Jimbo coming around, still turning left as he has been now for 109 laps. We've seen 90 laps to go when he finishes this one. Appa's into the pits. That's Appa's 4th pit stop. So now Berger's up to 9th. Shadow, who was in the lead, has got damage on that front right wing there, as you can see. Might be slowing him down somewhat, but he's still giving it a good run against Dan, who's in 2nd place. Beserker-Boy is now up to 6th place. He's racing soft. It looks like he's going to have to pit sometime soon, because his fuel is about to run dry. Himcar seems to be sort of pacing himself. He's back here in 5th place. Emlo's got up to 4th. So Beserker-Boy is now in. So that's Beserker's 3rd pit stop. Anyone else pit in though? In the meantime, here we go. Jimbo merrily carving his way through the field. Dan's back into the pits. That's Dan's 6th pit stop. Anyone else pitting? I thought the Hammer Games was going to pit fairly sometime soon as well. Board with the race leader. Now on lap. Yep, Hammer's now into the pits. Here we have the Hammer. That's only his 3rd pit stop, so the Hammer quietly getting the job done, I have to say. Himcar's into the pits. That's his 3rd pit stop. Anyone else pit in? Nope. Back out here in the lead. Jimbo. Faithless Emo's now back up to second with 8.5 seconds of penalty. Dan is up to third, even though Dan has done most pit stops. Dan did 6 pit stops. Hammer Games is back out into 4th place. Shadowhunter 5th, Blackie 6th, Himcar 7th, Beserker's 8th, Burger's 9th. He's got no time. He's got, look at that, he's down to the rims. Surely Burger's got to come in, and surely Burger will be coming in. Oh, Shadowhunter is in for his 6th pit stop. Keeping an eye at the racing medium, so no app has been in and not needed to pit. But look at this! Burger's got no tyre wear on his front right. Is he just staying out until his fuel needs to fuel? Strange tactics here by the bomb. We're still having, look at that, both his front tyres are down to nothing, and finally Burger comes into the pits. That's Burger's 4th pit stop. In the meantime, Jimbo's due for another pit stop now. His fuel is almost dry, and his front right is looking a bit icky as well. So Jimbo's on lap 124, and Faithless is only 1 lap behind. Jimbo trying to carve his way through the field. Surely he's coming into the pits now. Yep, here we go. Here's Jimbo into the pits, the race leader. This is his 4th pit stop. He also had damage on the rear there, so that's going to have to get fixed. Burger's just come out of the pits now. How far behind is Faithless? So Faithless is on lap 125, but Faithless is coming into the pits. Or is he just scrubbing off his penalties? He's scrubbed off some of the penalties into the pits. Clever tactics there by Tino. So Dan, oh, it's spun. Oh, what happened there? Let's go back to Dan. Let's see what happened here to Dan. Dan spun it. Is he out of grip or something? So Dan took the lead. Oh, he has an instant there with Shadowhunter. Smashes into the wall. That's going to absolutely destroy his car head on. Let's go back and watch that again from this point of view. He gets it wrong here. Hits Shadowhunter, hits one wall, and T-bones into the barrier straight head on. That would have killed him almost in real life. But that's just allowed Jimbo to get back out into the lead now on lap 127. Excuse me, 127. Dan has gone back into the pits now after that to repair his car and his pride. That's his 7th pit stop. Dan has made 7 pit stops. He's now on soft. So Jimbo, who's pitted, has now got full fuel and racing soft, is out in the lead. Oh, lap 129. We are over halfway, to sort of about 2/3 of the way through the race. Jimbo's now in the lead. The Hammer's just quietly got it done through the race, kept his nose clean. The Hammer has only pitted 3 times. He's just quietly just keeping it on track, doing his thing. Dan, who's pitted 7 times now, is still managing to keep it in 3rd place. Blackie, again, another driver who's quietly got it down as here is in 4th. Faithless, who's had an up and down kind of like race, has got rid of all of his penalties, all of his damage and everything, is back here racing mediums in 5th place. Shadowhunter, he was up for the lead. Oh, there's a 3 abreast. Oh, they managed to keep it all together with these boys. Is in 6th. Himcar, getting a quiet race for him, is in 7th. Beserker-Boy stayed near the back of the pack most of the time, is in 8th. But he's kind of like steadily getting it done now. 130. Shadowhunter's into the pits. That's Shadow's 7th pit stop as well. Appa back here. 9th goes wide. Oh, that was dangerous. Watch here. Shadow tries to get. Sorry, Appa tries to get past Beserker. I think Beserker's going to come underneath it. Here we go. Just goes wide, rubs Oh, he comes down where Berserker was, and he just pushes up and wide. Anyway, so Berger's back at Appa's 9th, Berger 10th, Shadowhunter is in for his 7th pit stop. In the meantime, he's been out in front, he's been a class of the field for most of the time on lap 136. Someone has stopped as well. Who's that stopped? Who's that stopped there? Shadowhunter stopped. For some reason, is he just getting rid of his penalties, or what's happening here with Shadow? Yep, he's just scrubbing off his penalties. So he's back here now in 9th place. He just comes out right in front of, who was that? I think that was the Hammer. Yeah, it was the Hammer. So Shadow getting rid of his penalties, wiping his nose clean. In the meantime, lap 138, 139 now is Jimbo. Still out in front. He's had this race all to himself most of the time, to be honest. In the class of the field, Dan, who has pitted 7 times, has somehow got it back up into 2nd place. The Hammer Games is still just trundling around here. Oh, he's got damage, big damage out in the front right. And the front wing is in 3rd place and racing soft. Blackie, another one of these guys just pumping those laps in. Back here in 4th. Faithless Emo was up in front. I think he's going for the long run here. He's gone racing mediums and in 5th place. Oh, Dan is in again. That's Dan's 8th pit stop. This man has pitted 8 times. And he's still in 3rd place. He's coming out of the pits now. He's only put a small bit of fuel in. Blackie's into the pits now. That is Blackie's 4th pit stop. So Dan has not been fueling the car all the way up. As you can see there, he's only got just over a quarter tank. Strange tactics there by Dan. It's just allowing Jimbo to eke out his leading more over the rest of the field. And the Hammer Game's now up to 2nd. So Jimbo's on lap 145. The Hammer is 146. The Hammer's on 144. So the Hammer's 2 laps behind. So it's about 26-second lead Jimbo has got. Dan, who's pitted 8 times, is in 3rd place. He's at least 3 laps down. Berserker's into the pits, 6th place. Here we are with Berserker. This is Berserker's 4th pit stop. So if anyone else has pitted, no one else has pitted at the moment. Oh, Appa's into the pits. That's Appa's 5th pit stop. Berserker's come out on racing hard on lap 141. And Berserker's got out into 7th place. So about another, we've got 3/4 of the way through the race, lap 150. It's been long now before. Berserker's down into 8th position out of his pit stop. And Appa, where's he coming? He's back out into 9th. So here's Jimbo on lap 152, trying to get past Beserker-Boy. What lap is Berger? Berger is on 142. Oh! I think that was a bit of a shove there from Jimbo, forcing his way through there. Let's have another quick look at that. So Berger's going around the outside. Jimbo comes out and shoves him into the wall. Ooh, bit of rough stuff there from the American, I have to say. Gave Berger a little bit of a penalty as well for the front of it, but here we go, Jimbo on lap 153, who was 10 laps ahead of Berger, with Dan on lap 152, so Dan, the 2nd place man, is 2 laps behind the lead runner. Run through the field with 3/4 of the way gone. Jimbo, the race is in the lead on lap 155. Dan's 2nd on 153. Hammer Games coming into the pits. That is his 4th pit stop. 153. Faithless is now back up. As I said, he was doing a long stint, I think. Dan's back into the pits. The pitting Dan, man, that's his 9th pit stop. That's his 9th pit stop. Well, Jimbo's into the pits as well now, so here goes Jimbo. Jimbo's 5th pit stop. Excuse me. So Jimbo he's got such a commanding lead, he's still probably going to come out in front of everyone. What lap is Dan on? Here we are, Dan, he's on 156, yeah. Closing the gap though, Dan, who's done his 9th pit stop. Again, he's only filling the car up with quarter fuel. I really don't understand that tactic. He's literally just changing the tyres. So Jimbo's now come out on lap 158. Dan is close behind on 157, but Dan's going to have to pit fairly too soon because he's only got a quarter of a tank of fuel. Faithless Emo, he's due a pit stop any time now. So Shadow Hunter's into the pits. Shadow, that's his 8th pit stop. Beserker-Boy is into the pits. That's his 5th pit stop. So anyway, yeah, Jimbo's out here on lap 160. Dan is on they're both on the same lap. Wow. So although Dan has pitted 9 times, he's still on the same lap as race leader. This is incredible. And he's 3/4 of a lap behind the race leader. But he's within touch. So anyway, Jimbo's on lap 162. Dan is on 162. Faithless is on 161, but he's due a pit stop. Oh, and he smashes the car into the barrier. Oh, disaster there. Him cars into the pits. Let's just put that down. Faithless is disaster. His race is... Let's go back. See what happened here. Here we are on board with Faithless Emo. Decides to go straight into the pit wall. Head first. Smashes the car. The game's going to... He's trying desperately to rewind and get back into the pits. But it's disaster for Faithless. He's going to ruin his race surely. And now the game's going to reset him all the way back round. He's trying to reverse into the pits. After he's smashed the car head on, he can't get the car running now. Oh, Faithless Emo, your race has been ruined. Let's see if anyone else is coming into the pits. No, Faithless is just dropping points. He's finally figured it out. He's going to have to go round, and no, he's still not pitting it. He's going to go right the way round. Faithless down to 6. He's losing time desperately. Oh, his wheel's spinning now. His race is over. He's trying to get away into the pits because he's got no fuel left and there's nothing on his tyres. Go around the outside of the wall. Keep going around the outside of the wall, and you might get into the pits at Timo. Keep going. You're going to make it. You're going to make 8th place. Is he finally going to get into the pits? No, he's still got it wrong. Oh, Faithless Emo, go around the outside of the wall. You're now down to 9th. Oh, I shouldn't laugh, but this is quite funny actually. He's still trying to reverse into the pits. You have to go all the way around. He's got no fuel left, so he can't go fast. Keep going around the outside. Don't go inside the wall at the next corner. Dan is into the pits for his 10th pit stop. Don't go left here. Stay outside, Timo, please. Don't. No, it's not going to work. That's it. Go that way, that way, that way. Yes, he's done it. He's gone round. See if anyone else into the pits. No, he's not. But Faithless has finally figured out that he can't go through there. He has to go round all the way so he can get into the pits. Appa's into the pits now for the 6th time. We're on board with Faithless because this... Sorry, Timo, but this made me laugh when I watched it back. He's still crawling around. Can he get through to the pit stop? This has ruined his race. He probably would have been killed if he went straight into the pit wall as he did. Cruise around, and you can see he's even looking to the right, wondering what the hell's going on. And finally, he's got back to last place. Faithless has got into the pits for his 5th pit stop. Well done, Timo. Anyway, I dread to think how much that's lost him. Someone else is cruising around the road, but Jimbo's now out in front with 25 laps to go. He's on lap 176. Dan, the pitting man, who's done 10 pit stops. He seems to be short, it's not short shifting, but short fueling the car for some reason, keeping it light. It's kind of worked for some reason, despite doing 10 pit stops. It's in second, so Blackie's now into the pits. That's Blackie's 5th pit stop. So we'll quickly run through the field again. So here we go, Jimbo in first place. Dan is in second place on lap 1. Jimbo's 179, Dan is the lap behind 178. The Hammer's 2 laps behind that on 177. Blackie's still in 4th, even though he's just pitted. Hipcar is 5th at 174. Beserker's 174. Now Beserker, myself, the last time I pitted was lap 141. So I went for a long stint to see how it works. So I was down there 8th, 9th place when I pitted. Shadowhunter 7th, Apper 8th, Berger 9th, and poor old Faithless. Oh, he smashed the car again! Got it terribly wrong. Is he giving himself, and he's giving himself damage on the front left now. Oh, it's all going horribly wrong for Faithless. Shadowhunter's into the pits for his 9th pit stop. In the meantime, there's only 17 laps to go. Can Jimbo eke out this set of tyres and a quarter of a tank of fuel for 16 laps? It's possible. Nope, he's going to splash and dash. He's coming into the pits. So Jimbo's coming into the pits for what will be his last pit stop. And out he comes. He's on lap 185. Dan is coming round here. He's going to... Dan's coming into the pits as well. So Dan, the pitting man for the 11th time, is into the pits from second place. I wonder if Dan had put more fuel in the car. He was within touch of Jimbo there at the last pit stop. It might have made a difference. In the meantime, the Hammer, who's just been cruising around, avoiding the 2 up front, just doing his own thing. The West Ham man is into 3rd place. He's coming into the... Is he coming into pits? What's he doing? Oh, he's slowing down. And he's only trying to get out of people's way, sorry. I think... Did he get the pit entry wrong there? Did he think he was going into the pits? No, he's still going round. So... we've got 11 laps left. I'm pretty sure Jimbo is going to try and eke out this lead. Sorry, this set of tyres. He's on lap 189. He's only 1 lap. Oh, someone spun. Who's that spinning back there? It is Beserker-Boy. He's got that wrong. What happened to Berger here? Berger on board with the power. Misses Shadowhunter there, but collects Shadowhunter on the... Well, Shadowhunter collects Berger on the way back. Gets it horribly on, smashes into the wall. Still got his foot firmly on the... Oh my word, he's completely damaged. And is firmly on the throttle. Front end is damaged. Engine is damaged. Everything's damaged. Berger's going to have to come into the... His car's a wreck, not surprisingly. So here we go. Jimbo now has got 9 laps to go. He's only... Let's try and figure out how far ahead he is from Dan. So he's on lap 192. Dan's on 191. So he's about a lap behind. No, he's more than a lap behind, I think. He's about a lap and a half in front, is Jimbo. But his front right tyre there is suffering badly. Is Dan going to be able to do anything about it in the short space of time available? Because Jimbo here has got... as Berger comes into the pits, his 6th pit stop. Jimbo's got 5 laps to go. It's going to be alright for fuel, but his front tyre is going to be down to the rim, and he might be picking up penalty. Oh, he avoids a penalty there. So here we go. Jimbo is on lap 196. Dan is on like 195. So it's about 13. Oh, he's got a penalty as well, isn't it, Dan now? So I think we're going to stay on board now with Jimbo to come round and finish this race in the lead. He's been the class of the field. for the inaugural MRC Northern Isle 200. Interesting, it was a great race. Apart from the penalties, kind of like ruining things a little bit, slowing people down more than they should have done for things that they didn't do. But in the meantime, on his last lap, comes the American. One more lap to go, I should say. Does he have to? He will have to do lap 200. Last lap, final lap. Here we go. Here comes the American for the last time. He's gonna take the win. So Jimbo, last corner, takes the checkered flag for the win. With Dan, he's going to come round in second. Oh, let's pause it because people are finishing now. Dan is going to finish in second place. The Hammer Games is going to finish a really good third. Blackie finishes fourth. Berserker is going to come around for fifth place. Now, I managed to make that line. I only pitted 4 times in the end. And it's now, I can't, it's lost now who finishes where. But I'll just run you through. See if I can just quickly go back to that. I'll run you through the amount of pit stops people made. Beserker made 4, Blackie 5, Faithless 5, Power 6, Powerburger 6, Appa 6, Jimbo 6, Shadow 9, Dan the pitting man 11. 11 pit stops. He was only putting a quarter of a tank of fuel in. The Hammer was 4. And Himcar, I think, was 4 as well. So I just forward it as quick as I can to the end of the race, just so we can run through how things finish. It's a bit scrappy there because the game kind of like didn't let me. Is he going to let me go to the end of the race? Oh, it's going to take forever to do it this way. Only 8 laps. Sorry about this, everyone. The game quit before I could run through the final results as they were. Halfway there, nearly done it. I'll get rid of this flu one of these days as well. Daughter's got it now as well, so she's not happy. I'm not happy. Coming up to the end of the race, let's go. Do it slowly because I don't want to go too far before it stops. So here we go. It was Jimbo going around on his final lap. So let's run through how this finished. When Jimbo takes the checkered flag. Here goes Jimbo again, winning the race. Right, so Jimbo was first. It looks like Dan is going to finish second. The Hammer Games, the Hammer Games third. Blackie 4th. Berserker 5th. Himcar 6th. Shadow 7th. Appa 8th. Faithless 9th and Burger 10th, unless anything changes within a lap. So Dan 2nd, Blackie's 4th, Faithless is 9th. So yeah, here we go. Go round to where. So Jimbo first, Dan second, the Hammer third. Take for the podiums positions. Blackie 4th, Berserker's 5th, Himcar 6th, Shadow 7th, Appa 8th, Faithless 9th, and Burger was 10th. Difficult to know. Burger. Let's go through how many laps people did. So Jimbo finished on lap 200. Dan was on lap 200 as well. So those two were really close in the end. The Hammer was 2 laps behind on 198. Blackie was on 196. Beserker was on 195. Was that going to click into 196 when I crossed the line? I'm not sure. Himcar was 6 on 195. Shadow Hunter was on 195. Did those two finish just close behind each other? Let's have a quick look. No, there's a corner away. So there's Shadowhunter 195. Appa was on 192. Faithless was on after Disaster was on 189, and Berger was on 187. So 13 laps after 45 minutes of racing was still fairly tight in the end. Anyway, there we go. That's the race done. Hopefully you've been able to hear me all right, and I'm still got a bit of a flu, but oh dear, it will eventually go. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you again soon, and take it easy. See you later then. Bye.